YouTube, what it do? If you my fam, welcome back. You new to the channel, just call me Kinfolk. So look, now today we gonna get into the Bill Russell breakdown, right? The Gematria breakdown that everybody been asking for. So without further ado, we finna tap right in. We finna see what's going on. So we gonna talk about Bill Russell dead at 88. Now we're gonna talk about the life and the death of Bill Russell, right? By the numbers. I keep saying it doesn't matter how old these people are. You got to really think about it. If every celebrity just die at 33 years old, wouldn't niggas start to get skeptical? Everybody can't die of a young age. Niggas really gonna start scratching their head. I don't know why niggas already don't, but that would really cause too much skepticism if every celebrity just died at a young age. So obviously some people gonna live longer than others. Come on, bro. They're still by the numbers. Now, Uncle Bill, and it's like everybody Uncle Bill, you feel me? Everybody Grandpa Bill that be sitting on the porch, rocking their chair back and forth. You feel me? This look like Uncle Bill, you hear me? So Bill William was born in the city of Monroe. Now, when we take Monroe, we get the same numerology as Bill, right? 35 and 28. If we take Bill and kill, right? We also get the same numerology, which isn't really that crazy, right? Because it's only a difference of one letter. So the chances of a synchronicity are a lot higher because the only change is, one letter. But, I got to add everything that I find, Kill Bill, just like the movie, right? Kill Bill. Now the day that Bill passed away, July 31st, left 153 days in the year, just like Jesuit order. So once again, all these celebrity deaths, all these celebrity sacrifices, all of these rituals, these mass shootings, everything that goes on in the news always tributes back to the Jesuit order, the Freemasons, the Roman Catholic Church, the Vatican. It all ties back. It all gives tribute to the same groups every single time. The Skull and Bones, all of these different entities, these secret societies, every single time. So, the word sacrifice might throw y'all off, right? But we're going to get into that, right? But if we break down 153, right, just like how he died with 153 days left in the year, we break that down, we get the 17th triangular number, right? Just like, once again, Kill, Bill, and NBA. Everybody that walks on this main stage, you have now signed away. When you sign that contract, it's not just physical, it is now spiritual. You have signed away the spiritual rights to your life. So now you get to play the numbers game. So it doesn't matter if they die at 99 years old, like Betty White died 99 days before Prince Philip's death anniversary, who also died at 99 years old on the 99th day of the year on April 9th. It doesn't matter. It don't matter if they 105. Lucky you got to make it a long time. But it's all about the numbers at the end of the day, right? If we take the day, once again, that Bill passed away, we get 44 and 17 date numerology, just like Kill, right? The numerology for a Kill, 44 and 17. Bill and sacrifice, right, equals 73. Now, when we say the word sacrifice, it throws a lot of people off, especially when we talk about somebody that died of an old age. A lot of people gonna say, man, he was just old, man. It was just his time to go. See, when you hear the word sacrifice, you think that these people getting taken to the back room. It's a bunch of niggas with black robes on, and Bill just walked in the room. They took him to the back room and slit his throat or something like that. It's all type of ways that these things are done, right? On perfect days like this. Some people get, like I said, man, these people are signing away their spiritual rights. So sometimes it's just a supernatural force. Sometimes it's just something that manifests in their body. They just happen to get sick around the same time, and they just happen to take that last breath on that perfect day that all aligned right by the numbers. Somebody could get a hex put on them. Somebody could get voodoo done to them, and they get real sick, and they get cancer, and they die by the numbers. Not all these people is just getting like they not taking these niggas to some back room and just performing like a sacrifice on these niggas. That's not what's going on every single time. I think more often than not, that's not the way that it happens. I don't believe that they get taken into some back room and some weird shit go on, and then everybody else hears about something completely different. Maybe I could be wrong. I don't be in them rooms, so I don't know. I'm just speculating. But I believe that sometimes it's just supernatural things because these people sign away their rights, their spiritual rights. So now you can get taken out, you know, whenever they see fit, but it always lines up perfectly. Bill Russell was another person who was brought onto the stage that had, once again, the 42 numerology, right? His name, Bill Russell. Bill Russell is not even his real name. That was his stage name, right? Bill Russell. He was born in Monroe, LA. LA as in Louisiana, right? Which also equals 42, right? Forwards and backwards. Along with nigger, right? And slavery. We know this for, we've been seeing this for a long time, right? Just more mockery, right? Juice WRLD, right? Equals 42. Big Sean equals 42. These made up characters, right? Every time I see Big Sean, I think of the game Sims. He looked like the Sims character that burned down the house because he don't got no cooking attributes. You hear me? He looks like that Sim, right? But Janae Aiko, and you can just look at her in her eyes and you can tell she knows some type of magic. You can tell she knows some type of witchcraft. You see what I'm saying? She got this little sinister little look to her. You feel me? But it's the reason why they both got paired together, because they both have this same numerology, right? Janae Aiko is mixed with black, and she's mixed with, I believe it was Japanese or something like that, right? But you could tell she got him in a trance. She didn't put him under a love spell, right? She's his handler. But come on, Malcolm X. Right, another person, right, with the 42 numerology. They bring you these characters to mock you. Buffalo, New York. Now, y'all remember that Tops Buffalo supermarket that got shot up, right? In the black neighborhood, the only Tops supermarket in the black neighborhood of Buffalo, New York, equals 42 as well. Everything they do is based on mockery. Now they want to fuck with my slides, bro. They want to fuck with my slides, bro. Why do they do this? The more y'all do this, the more I know I'm hitting on something. The letter G, man. The letter G. This is, you know, not related to, oh my goodness. It's not related to black people, right? But it's just something that I noticed about the number 42, right? The letter G. G equals 42 in English Sumerian. Sumerian is a cipher that has been used in the times of BC, right? Ancient Sumerians believed that the number 60 was the base number, right? So every letter in the alphabet is multiplied by the number 6. So if we take G, which is the 7th letter of the alphabet, and we multiply by 6, we get 42. This is why if you look at the Freemasonic compass, you see the G in the middle, and Freemason equals 42. This is why that random G, you know, you always, what does that G mean? Freemason, there's no G in Freemason. But once again, you know, just like everything else, you know, it's by the numbers. But come on. They say Bill Russell was the first black head coach. So no wonder why they threw the mockery on there as well with the first black head coach being Bill Russell, which equals 42. So they basically were saying the first black head coach was a nigger. That's how they put they bring you the character. They make them hit milestones, but then behind closed doors, they still throwing mockery on it at the end of the day. Just like Michael Jordan, you know, being the best NBA player of all time. But he got the 59 just like Negro and slave, right? Come on. First black head coach, once again, first black head coach equals 149. 149 is the 35th prime number, just like Bill equals 35. So this was meant for him. He was meant to do this. He was supposed to do this. This was reserved for a man named Bill. And it happened to be Bill Russell. First black head coach equals 149. 149 is the 35th prime number, just like Bill equals 35. Bill Russell, his whole career, he played for the Boston Celtics. And we get the same exact numerology, forwards and backwards. We get the 156. It's the reason why your favorite player has not joined your favorite team. It's all about the numbers. Now, if we take February 12th, his birthday this year, and we take it to the day that he passed away, and we include the end date, he died on the 170th day of his age, just like sacrifice equals 170. Now, once again, Boston and that blood sacrifice, 332 in Jewish. So, you know, every player that dies, they die in tribute to the team that they play for, the organization that they play for. Right? It's not like the Boston Celtics just was in black robes and they took this nigga into the back and did what they had to do. It's just this shit just happens, and it's a tribute to that team that they play for. It's just how it happens. Right? We take his real name, William Felton Russell, and we take that and we spell it out. We get 121, 257, and 86, just like blood sacrifice. We get the same numerology. Right? So it's what they supposed to do. It's what they was put here to do. It's like they take everything around your name. They might even be changing these, and you can build. It's man. Come on, 121, right? 121 with blood sacrifice. 121 William Felton Russell. He died in Mercer Island, which also equals 121. Now, if we break 121 down, we get 11, right? The square root of 121 is 11. Just like when Bill Russell's career came to an end, he ended with 11 championships. They started and they finished all in conjunction with each other. The end, the beginning, the middle, and the end are all connected. 11 championships, just like he happens to be black, right? A black man with the most championships with 11, and black equals 11. Once again, man, the two most the two most iconic moments in his life, right? In Boston, where he spent his career, 77. And then the place that he passed away, Mercer Island, equals 77. Now let's break down what CNN tells you, because CNN always gives you the code. Now CNN calls him an NBA legend. Now if we take NBA legend, we get 64, just like kill equals 64. And it's funny, man. Nobody really wants to give you that legendary status, until you die. And it's funny because legend has the same numerology as killing, right? Just like the movie You're Nobody Till Somebody Kills You. And more famously, right, the notorious B.I.G. song, right? You're nobody until somebody kills you. You're nobody until you die. They always give you this legendary status after you're gone. Niggas blood give you flowers while you gone. But come on, man. NBA legend, man. 64 kills 64. Once again, Mercer Island, Washington equals 64. NBA, the organization that he played for, 64. Now, it's something interesting that I came across. Now, NBA, these 3-letter words, you could probably get a 102. But I decided to dig deeper on that, right? And not just bring you this, but also bring you some more information. Now, NBA equals 102 in English Sumerian, just like nigger and slavery. And then I really started diving deep, and I looked into it, and it has come that in the last decade, by ethnicity, African Americans have dominated the NBA by a landslide. Right, as of 2021, 73% of NBA players were African American. Now, note the key word here, the players. But what about the owners? What about the owners of these teams? Right? Owner, slavery. Let's dive into these owners. So I looked up the list of NBA team owners. Now, this is a compilation. You see more than one person because something called principal. I forgot what it said up there. Principal something, right? But this means principal owner, right? And this basically means that, okay, you have a majority owner, someone that owns majority of the team, and then you have the part owners. Now, I did my due diligence and looked up every single person on this list. And do you know the number that I came up with the amount of owners that were black? Now, I'm not trying to make this a race bait thing, like the industry likes to do. This isn't a race bait thing, but this is something that has to be notarized. Now, it's about 8 out of 76 principal owners. 8 of them are black in a league where the majority of the players are black. Only 8 of them are owners. Now, it's only one. Okay, I'm skipping forward. Now, just some notable principal owners. Now, these aren't majority owners. These are owners that own a share, a certain amount of shares that puts them in a part owner status. Now, a lot of y'all might say, what about Jay-Z? Jay-Z part owned the Nets at one point, but he sold his shares, right? That's why he's not in this compilation. Just some notable owners, right? Grant Hill, Will and Jada Smith, right? And Kevin Hart. These 3, as a collective, they own shares of the Philadelphia 76ers. And then last but not least, Dwayne Wade owns part shares of the Utah Jazz. Now, let's just talk about the majority owners. There's only one black owner. I'm talking about majority. This person owns majority of a basketball team. It's only one out of 30 majority owners of 30 NBA teams. And that one man is Michael Jordan. That is the only black man to date. Not in history. It's been others in the past. But currently, right now, he is the only one. So is this modern day slavery? Like I said, I'm not trying to make this like a race thing, but I can't help but notice that in a dominantly black league, why these players can't, who better to own a team and know how to organize a team than somebody that played, on a team before. They still got Jerry West bum ass as the motherfucking logo. Like I said, I ain't trying to. I'm just putting the facts on it. Jerry West wasn't even a top 10 player. But anyway, it's like these players can't own a team. It's only certain things that certain people can do based on how high they want to climb the ranks, how much they're willing to do behind closed doors. Because a lot of retired NBA players have made enough money in their career to at least be a part owner. Why aren't you a part of the 76? Why is there only 8 people? And only 2 of them were basketball players out of that 8. But come on. Now, CNN once again says that Bill Russell died peacefully. Right? Just like peacefully and Russell have the same synchronicity. So like I said, man, everybody's not gonna die like early. A lot of people gonna live their whole life. You feel me? But the way they get taken out, the way they leave, it's gonna be by the numbers too. Regardless of when, how long it take, you feel me? It doesn't matter. Now this is interesting. He like a mean grandpa right here. He like that mean grandpa that be sitting on the porch and you step in that nigga grass and he gonna cut up on your ass. On me, he like a angry grandpa. But he died, right? He died on July 31st, which was the 212th day of the year. Now his birthday had that same numerology, right? With him being born on 2/12. So I mean, I guess that's just a coincidence. But like I said, man, it doesn't matter like how long it takes, but they gonna leave out of here on a constructed day that was assigned to them specifically. This day was specific for Mr. Bill. Even the day he was born left 322 days left in the year, right? Or you could say his birthday this year, however way you want to spin it. As long as he wasn't born on a leap year, it leaves that same numerology, right? 322 days left in the year. Just like Skull and Bones, right? 322. I said that in the beginning. Their life is going to tribute to these different societies, whether they're actually a part of it or not. Whether he was actually a Skull and Bones member, which 9 times out of 10, unless you went to Yale, most times than not, you're not a part of Skull and Bones. But they require you to. Your whole life is scripted based on these different societies and these different numerologies, right? Now, we know that the finals just passed and the Boston Celtics, which the team that Bill Russell played for his whole career, the Boston Celtics were actually a part of the NBA Finals that just passed. In which they even told you that it was by the numbers. I guess that didn't rub nobody the wrong way. But the day that the NBA Finals ended was June 16th, when the Golden State Warriors defeated the Boston Celtics. Now, if we take the days after, Bill Russell passed away on the 46th day after the NBA Finals, just like Celtics equals 46 and sacrifice equals 46. Once again, now if we take the weeks and the days, we get 6 weeks and 4 days. Just like the NBA Finals, the last day was on 64 date numerology. Now, if y'all remember, the 64 is in the beginning. NBA legend equals 64. Kill equals 64. And the place that he passed away, Mercer Island, Washington, equals 64. NBA equals 64. So yes, this was a ritual. Yes, this was a sacrifice. It doesn't matter how old they are. They could be bugged. They could have a chip in their body and they just turn off the chip. You never know how they get this done. They could, like I said, they could put hexes on people. They could actually be taking niggas to the back and performing a whole ritual on niggas. I think it's all that. I don't think it's one theory. It's all of the theories. Niggas are faking their death. Niggas aren't really dying. Niggas are really dying. Niggas are just wearing masks, playing other characters. It's all these different theories. It's not just one. And that's why they try to cause us so much confusion. They try to make us pick which one it is. But it's all of those theories, man. You just got to make sure you saying it about the right person. Now, once again, man, this day, the last day of the NBA Finals was very telling. But I mean, who knew? You know, who knew at that time that this was going to resemble somebody's death? But if we go back and we look at June 16th, 2022, we get killed numerology: 64, 28, 44, and 17. Somebody's death had to come. He also died 6 weeks after the Boston Celtics lost in the NBA Finals. 6 weeks, just like he wore the number 6 his whole career with the Boston Celtics. Now, this upcoming season, opening night, we're kicking off the season with the Milwaukee Bucks, the Brooklyn Nets, the Lakers, the Warriors, and what do you know? The Boston Celtics will play the New York Knicks, right, at 7:30, right? 73, just like Bill equals 73 and sacrifice equals 73. Now, if we break down his death, right, to this day that the Boston Celtics start their season, they play their first game after Bill Russell's death, 81 days later. Just like ritual equals 81. You think ritual was just a bullshit word I came up with? Okay. Now the Boston Celtics, they're kicking off their first game against the New York Knicks. Now the first Boston game of the 2023 NBA season is the 486th game between the Knicks all time. Just like ritual equals 486. This is how they complete the ritual. It's about what happens then and what happens after. It's symbolic. Now, the Boston Celtics could either move on to 300 wins that night or 187, just like the penal code for murder. So they could get their 187th loss after the death Bill Russell. But all this stuff is ritualistic. All of it. The ritual is now complete. 81. 8 plus 1 equals 9. The number of completion. Right? Also, so this goes to show you how these games can be double decoded. Now, the Boston Celtics kick off the season. They kick off their season against the New York Knicks 2 months and 2 weeks after Bill Russell's death, right? Boston equals 22 in full reduction. Also, Knicks equals 22 in full reduction, right? Now, the day that they play is on the 293rd day of the year. Now, if we break that down, 293 is the 62nd prime number, just like sacrifice. They playing this game for a reason. This game is for them. Once again, with sacrifice, the place he died, Mercer Island, Washington. The area code is 206, just like sacrifice equals 206 in Jewish. So it always lines up, man. It always does, every single time. And this is the game that they play. They play the numbers game. They sign their spiritual rights away to play this number game. You have to go when they say you go. And that's just it about it. Some niggas get lucky and they live longer than others. It's just the game that goes on. What the fuck niggas gonna say if everybody just fucking drop dead at 27? You telling me every nigga that just joined Hollywood just die at 27? No, it's some fishy shit going on. Even regular niggas gonna start thinking that. So you gotta scramble shit up. You gotta say, oh yeah, this nigga died at 88. This nigga died at 106. Niggas ain't gonna think nothing. This shit is easier when niggas die a tragic death. But when niggas live their whole life, they start saying, oh no, you tripping, bro. You reaching. The nigga was 88, but it don't matter. They all play the same numbers game. Didn't Oprah Winfrey's father just die at 88 too? Wasn't Bill Russell born with 322 days left in the year? Didn't Oprah Winfrey's father die 322 days after his birthday? Come on, man. But that's all we got for today, man. Appreciate all the love. Appreciate all the support. And I'm out.